Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanios here. Welcome to episode number 33 of this NHL 22 Quebec Nordiques relocation franchise mode, where we moved Arizona up north to Quebec City. If you guys have missed any episodes in this series so far, head up into the top corner and make sure to check out the card that's there. And if you do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit notifications to never miss when these uploads come out. So, it's been a while, but I think we're finally ready to get into this season. We've got two fantastic goalies in net in Desharnais and Georgievich. We've got a great forward core rocking right now. Tatacek, I have high expectations for. I think he's going to be a fantastic center moving forward, and with all those X factors, he has to fit the line chemistry at least decently. And he's going to be giving guys like Silvegaard and Thorson a run for their money, as he's going to be a fantastic sniper. And I think our goal is going to be to keep Tatacek and Thorson kind of separated on the top two lines, simply because they both have 1T as their zone ability and are very similar players overall. So yeah, that's the team. Let's get simulating ahead here. We do have some comments we have to get to from the last episode, but there isn't too much to cover before we really get into some calendar sim. I will have to get some drafting done, obviously, but that's pretty normal. Alright, so the first comment here came from Andreas saying, how do you get first round picks without giving up so much? My CPU wants stars for the 12th pick and stuff, and I told him, and I'm telling you guys, if you're playing on hard trade difficulty, it's going to be extremely difficult to make any trades in general. If you're playing on medium, I find that's a pretty decent balance. If you're really trading ahead, you can sometimes fleece the AI, but it doesn't usually happen, as you could see in that last episode or 2 episodes ago. To trade for Tatacek, we gave up like 4 first round level kind of prospects to get a franchise player. Like, it was a huge deal, so we're expecting big things from him. But the other comment came from Carter Green saying Velarde was an 86 asking for 3.2 million, and he said you missed out. But you know, with our current team, we still have 4.6 million cap space. Lander and Thorson are going to need contract renewals coming up, and that very well might see a guy like Holden Banks get traded, simply because, you know, Thorson and Lander are Quebec drafted players that I would prefer to keep around. They both are honestly amazing players, and I would really like to hold on to them if we can. So, with all of that being said, I don't know if we have too many other extensions. Yeah, Thompson and Staubitz, so that's pretty cheap. Goalies are in a good spot too. I mean, we'll see. If Georgievich has a worse year than Desharnais, then maybe we will look to trade Georgievich, as he is a $7 million contract. But these guys aren't going to be too expensive either. Like, look at that. Staubitz doesn't want any money, pretty much. Really cheap deal for Thompson too. And okay, 9.1 million is a little expensive for Thorson. So let's get the rule of 85 out here just before we get into some scouting and stuff like that, and see if we can really land some decent deals here. So starting off, Lander wants what, 6.3? So rule of 85, 0.85 times 6.3, we're looking at a $5.355 million contract. So we'll pay him 5.375 for the next 3 years. That would be a really decent deal. I feel like we could totally pay these guys a bit more for the next 2 years. Like $1 million isn't too expensive. And a guy like Thompson very well might start growing, so we'll keep an eye on him. Again, 6th round pick. He might develop, but we'll see. And then 9.1 million, 7.73. That's actually a pretty decent contract. So hopefully we can sign all of those guys and still have some leftover cap space. But we do have a lot of rookies on the team right now too. I need to get some scouting done, then we'll jump in, take a look at our team's overall rating, and then we'll jump into the season. Alright, so in simming to the regular season, Thorson re-signs that, I believe it was a 6-year deal if I'm not mistaken. Thompson signs, Staubitz signs, and Lander signs. So awesome. Those are all guys that we kind of needed to sign, and they get their extensions there. So Apart from that, we'll probably just allocate most of our budget to arena operations. Don't need to spend more than that, really. Promotion nights, I don't care about. And really, we need to get this team rolling because, well, right now we don't have a guaranteed captain. We don't know who our captain's going to be. And somebody needs to prove it this year. So I believe we are on high simulated scoring, but I might be wrong. What are we looking at? Sim engine scoring's on high, shot frequency's on high though. Okay, so let's go like that. All right, that should be fine. But yeah, like our players just haven't really been able to put together consistent seasons up to this point. Our top scorer out of all of these seasons has been Clayton Keller with 89 in the very first season we simmed. So let's just check out the team, see how they're matching up against everybody else. They should be decent, but I don't expect them to be top of the league. So we are looking at 97 offense, 94 defense, and 87 goaltending. When matched up against Ottawa, we should crank the Senators, but you know, we'll see, because this team up to this point hasn't been the most spectacular, and I need to see kind of like a prove it to me season to really believe in these guys. So yeah, let's get into the season sim. I'm just going to input those numbers for how well our team is looking on paper, which isn't necessarily that great, but we'll see. So we're going to do the first 21 games or so. I mean, let's just go month by month. So see how the first month of October goes, and we immediately start off with 2 losses. So that's great. Looks like there aren't going to be any franchise players in this draft, but so far we are not off to a very hot start. Yikes. Okay. Another game against, so we lose Winquist, and we do finally win a game. So we're 2-2. Real Wyman out with a mild concussion. That is just fantastic, isn't it? Come on, man. Wyman's like our best young defenseman that I would really like to keep in the lineup if we can. But maybe we can't. So how about this AHL team too? I don't know if I really went into detail on showing you guys this team, but like it is it is a legit team down here. They've got some really decent pieces that should turn into interesting players regardless. I feel like we should probably have Lundberg up, if I'm not mistaken. I guess not. We've got Wyman. Staubitz could, yeah, well, let's improve that. That looks better. All right, we beat Seattle, lose to Washington. Don't remember Holden Banks getting injured, but we're losing right now. 3-4-1. That is not a great start to the season. What are we gonna do about it? Matthias Silvegaard leading the team, 8 points in 8 games. But yeah, rocky start to say the best for this team. So Georgievich is 0-2, Desharnais 6-3. That's not great. That's really not great. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go another month, and hopefully this team can start to turn it around. But at the same time, the way things are looking right now, we might just miss the playoffs this year. So rocky start, but okay, 5-0 win. That's good. So multiple players are ready to be dressed. Yeah, well, that's Wyman is fully healthy. So let's fix that nice and quickly. Wyman, no points up to this point either. That is not great. Okay. Olofsson's got 4 and 9. Same with Bear. Okay, Bomeister's killing it. So what's wrong with Wyman? Why can't he put up points? I don't get it. So we lose to LA. We win against Toronto. Lose to the Bruins. Win. Lose. Win. Lose. Win. That's usually, it's like that's such a bad pattern to play in. Okay, we actually win 2 in a row there. Make it 3. Okay, and we lose Olofsson to concussion. Go figure. All right, that was actually a fairly decent win streak there throughout the month. But at the same time, you know, we've still got such a young defensive core. Georgievich wins 3 out of 8. 8 out of 13 is actually pretty decent from Desharnais. Okay. How's Tatacek doing? Okay, 13 points, 20 games. You gotta like that. Powell's got 15. Make it 16 for Silvegaard, 14 for Lander, only 13 for Tamarnes. That's not great. 15 for... Oh, wow. Connor Bedard's point per game right now. I'm probably jinxing it as I say it, but Thorson's doing all right, 15 points, and 20 points for Holden Banks. So Holden Banks is definitely the guy that's kind of transforming this lineup to perform well. So that's good to see. Tim Bodie, 12 points, not bad. Maldine's only got 2, 4, and 2. Yeah, the bottom line, unfortunately, does not get a lot of play time. Wyman, 1 point in 16 games. Like, what is that? I was expecting so much more from him, and it just has not panned out yet. So, yikes. All right. Earl Wyman's going to have to get it together here, because that's not good. All right. Okay, so we win those last couple games of the month, and on the month we go, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We win 10, we lose 2 in regulation, and we lose 1 in OT. So that was a really good month. Wow, November, the Nordiques showed up. So Bedard is a point per game. He's not scoring like crazy, which is too bad, but we're up there. We're leading our division right now through 22 games. I can't complain. The team has done quite decent up to this point. So into December, and December seems to usually be a bit of a shaky month for us. Is that going to remain consistent, or are we going to actually be able to push through December and really come out kind of on top as far as, just putting a decent month together again? I would really love to see that, but let's see. So Calgary, we lose. Lundberg trade is available there, and okay, we're 1-1 so far on the month. Interesting looking draft class. Svetos looks decent. Apart from that, nothing too crazy throughout here. Some 2 and 3 year ETAs. Hines might be okay, but we'll see. So far, there's no prospects that I look at and they stand out to me like, yes, we have to draft this guy. Just not seeing it yet. So maybe in here, maybe Zeeler. He could be interesting. Yeah, okay. Definitely up in the air still as a draft class so far, but we beat, okay, 3-1, not bad. We lose Ethan Bear to a sore knee though, but we keep on winning. Wow, we keep on winning, decently. And then of course OT lost to Detroit. Go figure. We do beat Vegas though, so that's good. And yeah, this team's hot. They're looking good. So, 20 goals in 30 games for Thorson. That's actually that's a great number. So, has Wyman picked up any slack yet? Nope, not really. 2 points in 26 games. All right, you're getting boosted down to the bottom line. 10 points for Bear. It's not great. Bouwmeester's leading the team, 23 and 30. He's actually been fantastic up to this point. I just don't understand how Wyman doesn't have more points. He should, and he doesn't. So, Desharnais is very obviously playing fantastic right now, and that's helping the team. So, we beat Vegas, of course. McMuffin and Lundberg for Timmins and Barbashev. I will pass on that. Ooh, we lose 5-0. Oh boy. Okay, guys, come on. Have we just stopped scoring altogether? Yep. Yeah, we have. We combined for what? 4 goals over 5 games? That is atrocious to end the month. We lose 4 in a row. So, the scoring has just stopped. Don't ask me why, but it has. Tatacek is good enough to play up in the lineup, so we're going to do that. We're going to... His faceoffs are good enough. I think I'm going to play Tamarnes down, which I know sounds silly, but at the same time, when we've got guys that can shoot the puck this well, I'm going to try to put them in positions where they can succeed. So, I think we're going to play Tatacek on the right wing for now. We'll keep Tamernes at center, which I know looks weird, but it makes sense. And I just don't get why these guys stopped scoring. Like, Tatacek's got 26 and 35. He's literally doing just as good as a whole bunch of other players on the team. So hopefully that one change is going to up our scoring touch a little bit. And we'll go through another month, but if this team keeps tanking the way they have just tanked the last 5 games or so, we're going to need to make some changes. So let's see. Washington, 6-5 shootout win. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see some goals, and that's exactly what we get. We beat, who is that? Tampa Bay, 3-2, close game. And okay, we're winning tight ones, and we lose a big one there to Vegas. But okay, we get Byron Brewer back. That is definitely going to help with the defense. Especially considering, okay, Wyman starts putting up points on the 4th pair. What? Or on the 3rd pair? How does that make any sense? Like, it doesn't. Okay. I do really like our current group, but they just need to perform just like a little bit better. All right, 6-2 win, 5-1 loss. Ouch. Okay. Lots of injuries happening here too, but draft class is looking interesting, to say the least. I don't think we're really going to be going for any of those players. I'm pretty set that Svetos is going to be a decent player. Dollywall, not so sure. Ripien, maybe. Again, hard to tell up to this point. And okay, Ramsey will scout. Because again, I don't know how good he's actually going to be. Supposedly got a gem in Laflamme, Louis Laflamme. That's an interesting name too. Okay, I'll keep an eye on him. He could be decent. You know, Holt being a guaranteed 3-year ETA too also looks really good. So, okay, interesting group of players up to this point. We have any low elites in this draft class? I would say unlikely, but you never know. All right, so after a little bit of scouting there, we lose and then we win. Another shootout win. That's a bunch of shootout wins, actually. So on this month, how did we do? Let's see, we lost 2, 4. Okay, we lost 4. Does that mean we won the rest? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, 9 and 4. That's a really good month. We're 28, 17, and 3 for 59 points. Sitting up with some of the best, but Colorado is having just a fantastic year right now, 76 points. Bedard, again, he's dipped under that point per game pace, and I just don't know why. He's an 80 or 92 rated player, but he just doesn't seem to be able to really put shots away, so it's unfortunate. Thorson's benefiting from playing with him, but man, like this line just should score more than they do. Tatacek's got 20 goals. Like, how does Bedard not have 20 goals through 48 games so far? He's supposedly a franchise sniper, but Tatacek can actually shoot the puck. So that's the difference, is Tatacek's actually growing like a franchise player should, whereas Bedard is not. So that's a little unfortunate. So Silverguard's a -5 somehow. Don't ask me how. I guess that second line gets scored on fairly consistently, but our goalies, okay, 15 and 13 through 26 apiece. Georgievich is actually almost looking better at this point. So it's interesting. It's a great tandem we have here, and we have to kind of see game to game who's going to be the better goalie. So into February now. And February is a big month. We've got some big teams like Florida and Tampa and teams like that coming up, as well as Colorado. And we start off beating the Panthers, so that's a good start. We lose Wyman and Tucson to concussion, but we win 2 in a row. Ian Crane is back finally. It's good to see. Get him back in the lineup there. Nice. All right. Against Nashville, we win, so we're 3-0 on the month, make it 3-1. 3-1-1, 3-2-1, and all right, we do finally win a game there, but man, that was bit of a rough stretch, and we do beat Colorado. Okay, so in the total for February, this month, we go, let's see, 3, 5, 6, 7, 7, 2, and 1. That's not terrible at all. But the Maple Leafs have surpassed us. They have just simply lost less games than us, which is always a good way to go. So, Bedard, again, still chasing point per game. I wonder, is anybody else doing better than him? 33 goals for Thorson's pretty impressive. 41 and 58 for a rookie is also impressive. Tadachek he's impressing me with his growth. I'm actually quite happy with that. So yeah, he's going to be pushing Bedard very quickly for the best player on this team. And I really don't doubt that Tadachek will surpass Bedard within a season or two. But if this team can keep winning, which they've done up to this point, then I think Tadachek stands a really good chance of getting extra growth in the playoffs and stuff like that. Okay, we lose one, but then we win one. Again, it was one of those like 5-1 games where the team just can't score. It's not what we want to see. And another 1-goal game. Come on, boys. All right, so we will jump into the deadline here. Just see what's available. Eklund is an interesting player, two-way forward, but probably not exactly what we're looking for. Playmaker and Tomasino. What's his contract? 7.5? Not great. Not like Kotkaniemi, though. Like, ouch, that's a bad contract. I would assume for Eklund they want, top 2 defensemen. So I don't think we really need to make any trades, but it's an interesting group though as well. Like Pasternak's in there, Werenski. Like, yeah, these are some good players. Don't get me wrong on that, but yeah, I don't know. We don't really need any of these players, to be completely honest. I like where the team's at. We're gonna skip the deadline. Alright, so continuing ahead here after the deadline, and we lose immediately. We lose and we lose. Great. That's just fantastic now, isn't it? Alright, so Svetos is a medium 6. That's disappointing. Kind of expected, though. Raipian, though, who knows? He might actually be a power forward. I would say it's pretty unlikely, but alright, continuing on. Any other? Alright, so more calendar sim. We do finally win a couple of games there. The team was having a rough go there. They were in a rough patch, and fortunately they were able to kind of get out of it. Tadachek is just, he's impressing me. I'm really happy with him. What does he got? 45? Yeah, 45 and 67. Not bad. Silvegaard's having a year. He's up to a 91. That's decent. Apart from that, Bedard's got 62 and 67. He's not doing bad, but we're also not blowing teams out like we were earlier on in the season. Come on, boys. Let's see some big scoring nights. 2-1 shootout win. That's not a big scoring night. Oh, man. We're losing games, too, like tight games. So that was a really rough month. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Lost 7. Lost 1 in OT and only won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 1. That is a rough month. If we had a better month there, I think we'd probably be in first. As we are chasing Toronto, we're chasing a bunch of teams. Like, we're not even in contention here. So, of course, we do need to win a bunch of these last games in April to make the playoffs. But we start off with a shootout loss. At least we get a point. Another loss. Okay, come on, boys. We need to win here. Okay, no, that's bad. That's bad. Come on. 1-5. Seriously. Can we at least beat Toronto? Like, that's all I want. I just want to beat the Maple Leafs right now. Slow sim, down 4-1. Great. Yeah, oh my god, 8-2? Seriously, guys, that's just disgusting. That's a terrible performance. Alright, well, screw it. You know, if this Nordiques team misses the playoffs when they're doing this well overall in the season, don't sim wins. Why would we sim wins? This team isn't that good, right? Alright, so we finished with a 45, 29, and 8 record. It's not terrible, but it's really not spectacular either. So, and although we do finish second in our division, The Atlantic was probably the weakest division apart from maybe the Pacific. So yeah, Bedard does put up 77 points this year, which is significantly better than he did a couple years ago. I mean, is it significantly better? Maybe not. I think he only had like 70. He had 71 last year, so. All right, and our current place for this team is an 8th place finish, so not really that bad. This team is good. They're just not as good as I would like them to be, which has been a pretty consistent theme throughout this series so far. So Bedard with 77, it's not bad. Tadachuk finishes 4th in team scoring with 56 points and 36 goals as a rookie. That's impressive. 44 goals for Thorson as well is up there, absolutely. But the team scoring it's just non-existent. I don't know why. It's not that it's non-existent, it's that it's widely spread. Like, Wyman finished with 20 points, Ethan Bear finished with 20 points. Lots of guys were scoring, but just not at a like super high and consistent rate. That's the only thing. So, who is our best defenseman, actually? Bouwmeester, go figure. 53 points for a defenseman. That's impressive. All right. Not a bad season by any means. And I just wonder where Tadachuk ends up with that 56-point season. So looking at the entire league here, and I'm looking at goalies first. Oh my God, Morozov. That is a fantastic performance from Colorado's goalie. 51 wins, breaks so many records. That's just crazy. Look at that, Sven Magnuson, 6th round pick by us, putting up 34 wins. That's really decent. Is Johansson? No, he's Columbus's goalie. Yeah. So our goalies finish way down on the list there, obviously. They were splitting a lot of playtime, but I don't expect to see a lot of growth from them because of that either. So as far as defensemen go, Owen Power puts up 71 points for Calgary. That's pretty impressive. And we don't even see that 53-point season from Bouwmeester end up anywhere near the top. But lots of other guys were kind of average throughout the year. Like, yes, these top guys were obviously fantastic. You expect them to put up lots of points. But not a huge scoring season from defensemen either. As far as all forwards go, Connor McDavid, 111 points, go figure. How old is he now? 34, and he's still a franchise potential player. That's insane. Karkner's looking great as well, 109 points. How many points is he? God, he's over a point per game in his career. He's a fantastic player for Winnipeg. Obviously, Perfetti's feeding him the puck, 79 assists. My goodness, Podkolzin's still on that line too. Wow, okay. I mean, Valentanko was also turned into an absolute beast for Philadelphia. He's an insane sniper, so. All right, we'll keep an eye on some of these guys, but obviously we had nobody who was near the 90-plus point mark throughout the season. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. Ooh, Kultanen falls off, though, as a first overall pick. He was franchise potential, and then lost it. Unfortunate there for Buffalo, because he's still a great player, but yikes, lots of guys just dropping off, not really putting up as many points as you'd expect. So, all right, rookie skaters, Shovel Dave beats him, the number 6 pick in Los Angeles, scores 40 goals. That's insane. He must have been getting like first line playtime to score that much. That's insane, my goodness. Walzer was good. He was from a couple drafts back, wasn't he? Yeah, 26. Same with Brylan. Those guys are both later end kind of picks. Pacioretty for, wow, okay, that's decent. Florida lands a great player in Gamble too. Eminger was good. Yeah, this is a good group of rookies this year. My goodness. So Tadachuk isn't even going to win Rookie of the Year. That's interesting. Okay. So we will very likely be seeing the Buffalo Sabres in the postseason, but let's just advance to make sure about that. And that we will. All right. So we get the Buffalo rivalry back on. We haven't played them in the first round in 4 years now. It's been a while, but we've gone to 7 games with them every season so far. They are 8-2. They're coming in hot, and we are not. So with all of that in mind, here's the Sabres team we're going to be facing. It's a good group. It's a great group of players. So now it's just a matter of, are we going to be able to put up a performance to knock these guys out, because they're a great group. And I do think we are going to have some issues with this Buffalo team just because of the way they're built, and having two 93 rated players on one line, it's going to make things tough. So that's what we're looking at for the upcoming episode. I think that is where we're going to wrap this one up. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to go down below, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell to never miss these uploads. And of course, if you did enjoy, make sure to drop comments as well. But that is going to be it for this one. This is Etanio signing out, and until next time.